Hello, Stacy. Hello, Robert. How are we all doing? Okay. Maybe you misunderstood me, Stacy. When I said, "Hey, Seth, how you doing?" When I said a fake book, that just gives you the chart of the tune. You don't have to know any key signatures or how to play melodically with another instrument. What you do with that is you use it as a reference, the rhythmic reference to give you the tune. So, it's not necessary it's nice that you play another instrument, a melodic instrument. You get more familiar with the tunes. And that's how you should play now when you're playing melodically. Okay, so you're doing good. Seth is doing Robert's all right. He's always here. Seth, you okay? I missed you yesterday. Were you here? Did you look at the videos from yesterday? We did the 3-stroke rough, the 4-stroke rough paradiddles, and the drag paradiddles. I want to touch on some Radamacues today, if that's okay. Is that all right with everybody? Single Radamacue, double Radamacue, triple Radamacue. Where you use them, like I said, it's up to you. Usually they're in some sort of march vein. My eyes. All right, single Radamacue. Let me get the Buddy Rich book. I don't like the way he presents the single Radamacue. I don't like it at all. But it gives you the sticking. So we're going to do it in a triplet formation. But before we go to that, well, if you can make it, make it. I've been doing longer lessons. We got to do a Skype lesson this week, Sunday. Sunday okay with you, Seth? Okay. A couple years back, I did a video, and it was referred to as the Paradiddle Tree. So I'd like to show that to you before we go into the Radamacues. I got all kinds of, negative feedback on it, like, you can't play that, I created it, and that's been copywritten and all that good stuff. Well, the truth of the matter, it was never copywritten. It was set forth by Mr. Ludwig the first. He was a drummer, and he did a lot of rudimental drumming with George Lawrence Stone and Sanford Moeller and all those good guys. And he come together with they call it the tabs now, but it's not. I play what I say. For example, when I do a paradiddle, I'm going to go paradiddle, paradiddle. When I do double paradiddle, I go double paradiddle, double paradiddle. Then triple paradiddle, triple double paradiddle, double para. Then a paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle. Then I put them together, paradiddle, paradiddle, double paradiddle, double paradiddle. All right, so let me break that down for everybody. Now, I wouldn't attempt this unless you had the levels right. Okay, that's fine, Seth. Let's see. Did you see what I just did, Seth and Robert and Stacy? I refer to it as the Paradiddle Tree. Before you do say paradiddle, paradiddle, make sure you have this down. Down, up, tap, tap, down, up, tap, tap. Or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. How you doing, Paul? So what we're doing, instead of now saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, we're saying what we play. Paradiddle, paradiddle. Do we all see that? The levels are still there. Up, tap, tap. Paradiddle, paradiddle. You understand it, Seth? Okay. Paul, do you understand that? Robert? Stacy? Paradiddle, paradiddle, paradiddle. But make sure the levels are there. Now we go into the double paradiddle. Double paradiddle. Double pass with 2 accents. Okay? 1 accent. So you have double paradiddle. Double paradiddle. Triple paradiddle. Triple double paradiddle. Triple double paradiddle. Paradiddle diddle. Paradiddle diddle. But before I go into that, what I would do is make sure that you have the levels in the right place. Once you get it going on, you're playing it together. Do it for 5 minutes. Your hands will be really nice. That's just something I came up with I thought I'd never showed that to you guys. So I have a video on that, I think with my little daughter. And it was actually put in one of the WFL books in, I think, 1935 or 1940. And that's what I had to laugh at when somebody said, they have the copyrights to that. I had to laugh. What a joke. Okay, so we understand that, guys? And anybody else that wants to come in might go over that in a little bit. But I want to do the Radamacues. Okay, so let's go to the Radamacues. The Buddy Rich book, page 52. Now you have an option with the single Radamacue. You can play the accent on the first stroke, the third stroke, or the last stroke. But like I said in the beginning of the lesson, I don't like the way he presented it, the Radamacues in the Buddy Rich book. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an 8th note triplet in the quarter note. 1 and 2. See it? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Nice and slow. Now, the hand I end with is the hand I begin the next triplet with. So I'm going to start like this. The accent's on the last stroke. 1 and the 2 and left the 3 and the 4 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the. We get that? So it sounds like a 4-stroke rough. So now in the beginning of, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to play 2 grace notes or a drag or a duple. I'm going to slow it down. Understand it? Philly Joe Jones and Buddy Rich used to use too, but more so Gene Krupa on the drum set. We understand it, all right? That's the single. Now we're going to the double. Let me open this water. Come on, water. Jeez. Now, when I was demonstrating the single rhythm cue, I was in 4/4. Or I could be in 2/4. Diddly, I was going 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4, or I can go 1 and the 2, 1 and the 2. When I do the double rhythm cue, I'm going to explain it in 3/4. 2 quarter notes and an 1/8 note triplet. Watch. 1, you're going to have 1, 2, 3 and the 1, 2, 3 and the 1. So we have now the drags in front of it. 1, 1, 2 and the 3. 1. Hey Jim, do we all understand that? Hey old dog, how's early again? Okay. Do we understand the single rhythm cue and the double rhythm cue? I'm going to go over because Jimmy and old dog, they're on time, but I was early, so that's cool. All right, single rhythm cue. 1/8 note triplet and a quarter note. That's just the premise. 1 and 2. Now I end that with my left hand. I'm going to go 3 and 4. And with my right, I begin with my right. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Now, that's just a triplet. It's part of a 4-stroke rough. So now, when I do the single rhythm cue, I'm going to put a grace note, 2 grace notes, or a duple, or a drag, or whatever you want to call it. 1 and 2. Did the 3 and 4. You got it? Stacy, Jim, old dog, and Robert. We all have it? And Paul? Jimmy, you got that? Old dog, you got it? The single rhythm cue. Waiting on Jimmy and old dog. You got it. Dennis, no pages. All right, we're working with the single and double Rademachew. Let me see. If I start with the left hand and I end with the right, all right, so I have 1 and 2. The hand I end with is the hand I'm going to begin the next one with. So the single Rademachew, the first thing you want to do is part of an alternating 4-stroke of sort of the system of the 8th note triplet and quarter note. 1, watch this, 1 and 2. Now I just ended with the left, and I'm going to begin the next one with the left. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So whatever hand I end with is the hand I begin with. All right, now, that's like a 4-stroke rough. You can hear a 4-stroke rough there. What I'm doing before I make each movement like that, I'm putting a duple or a double or a drag, 2 grace notes in front of it. So you can count, did the 1 and the 2. So I'm hitting the duple with my left, did the 1 and 2. I ended with my left, now I begin the next one. The 1 and the 2. Do we get that? Dennis, you got that? It's the single double Rademachew we're working on today. Dennis, I'm waiting on you. Dennis! Did I answer your question, Stacy? 1 and 2. I got 1 and 2. I end with the right, I begin with the right. End with the left, begin with the left. All right. Stacy, does that answer your question? Jimmy, you got it? Single Rademachew. Now that I was demonstrating in 4/4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2. Now we go to the double. The double now, I'm gonna, instead of saying 4/4, I'm gonna be in 3/4. So I have 2 quarter notes, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. I'm sorry, 3. 1. Let me do it with the doubles. 1. It's just an additional duple with the quarter note. 1, 2, and 3. Do we see that, guys? 1, 2, and I don't like to nail the accent on the first stroke. On the last stroke, we're going to hit the accent. Okay, then the triple. You got it, Dennis? All right, the triple is just now 1, 2. Just so you know it. 1, 2. So I got 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just another one. So you have the single, double, and triple. Now, before you guys were here, there was, I don't know if Seth was here. Were you here when I did the Paradiddle Tree? Jimmy wasn't, Paul wasn't, and Dennis wasn't. Bob, Seth, I believe you were here, and Stacy. And Old Dog, you weren't here. So it's just an old drum corps trick, which was Actually, it came by WFL Senior, the owner of the Ludwig Drum Company. And that was like about 1935, 1936, maybe 37. I don't know exactly what the date was that he put that out. He had a book with it in it. And I told everybody I got some static from one. Actually, the guy thinks he's a star, man. And he knows everything, just like the other guy who don't come here no more. And he filed a complaint to YouTube. And, you know, they wanted me to take it down. And I said, forget about it. I'm not taking it down. Nobody owns the rights to that. And I proved to YouTube that I was right. And they let it go. And made a fool of the other guy, which he is definitely a fool and a liar. But I don't want to start. Anyway, what I did was you say what you play. Paradiddle, paradiddle. But I'm doing it slow. I'm emphasizing or exaggerating the motion. Like down, up, tap, tap. Down, up, tap, tap. Paradiddle, paradiddle. So I have paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Okay, then I have the double paradiddle. This is with two accents. I don't think we did that yesterday. It's called double paradiddle. Double paradiddle. Double par. So that gives me two singles. Double paradiddle, double paradiddle. Then we go on to the triplet, yeah. The triple paradiddle, which is triple paradiddle, yeah, I'm sorry. Triple, double paradiddle. Triple, double paradiddle. So I do two singles, two doubles, and two triples. So I have paradiddle, paradiddle, double paradiddle, double paradiddle. And we tag one more on there, the paradiddle diddle. Same rule, paradiddle diddle. So we play it together. And then you do it, once you get it down, don't go to it unless you have the levels for each one of those diddles. So once you get it down, it's going to sound like this. Paradiddle, paradiddle. Left the paradiddles out on the last one. Do we see it? Understand it? We have a question, I see. Nobody's saying he can't come. He just don't want to waste his time, I guess. All because, of the cut time issue. If he wants to come, I'd just leave him alone if I were you, Jim. Somebody with an attitude like that, man, nobody really needs him. That's a bad example to everybody, in my opinion. But he's always welcome here. It's an open thing, except, you understand that, old dog? Except when I open my site up again, he's going to have to become a member. It doesn't matter to me whatever he wants to do or whatever you want to ask him to do. And it's not, I'm the boss, and I don't have to say, okay? He come here any time he wants, even without you emailing him. And he's probably here watching anyway. Okay. Then, old dog, do you understand it? Jimmy, stop worrying about him. Do you understand what I just did? Robert, Dennis, Stacy, Seth. Now you do an exercise like that for 5 minutes. Your hands are more than loose. All right, so now you have the single, double, and triple Radamecues. Any questions on that? Do I use the right and left singles? Yes, I do. Let me demonstrate. You look at it really well. It's a paradiddle. It's a single paradiddle. When I do a single paradiddle, it's this. Now I can say down, up. That's the motion. Down, up, tap, tap. Okay, so now, or paradiddle. I'm doing it slow, so you have the level in there. Diddle, paradiddle. That's the single paradiddle. Then I go to the double paradiddle, and you have to get the levels in there. So you have double paradiddle, double paradiddle. That's the single and double now. And I go to the triple. It's triple. I say triple. Triple, double, paradiddle. Triple, double, paradiddle. And I do the paradiddle diddle. Paradiddle diddle. Okay? Now I just do 2 of the single, 2 of the double, 2 of the triple, 2 of the paradiddle diddles. You can get any combination you want. Just say what you do. I just kind of mixed it up there. Okay, you got it? All right, well, we're going to do, I don't want to, the lesson 25, the patty fla, the windmill, all that good stuff, all the extra stuff that there's on the charts now. If you'd like, I will demonstrate them. But like I said, the school I'm coming from was a rudimental school like this. The 26 basic rudiments, the National Association of Rudimental Drummers. I said, yeah, man, I'm a champ. I joined that, but and all that stuff. And it was the first 13 and the second 13, the 26 essential basic rudiments. And I don't know, they just changed it to 40 now. But it's still a combination. It's singles and doubles and flams. Anything you play after singles and after doubles and after flams is in reality what they call a hybrid rudiment. I don't know where that, hybrid, they come up with some. You're working on a drum solo with some of the rudiments. Good. No competition though. Just enjoy it and play together. Okay? You can have a lot of fun with this. This is not a problem. And it's not about, it's a good word, I guess, competitiveness. I don't compete with anybody. The only person I compete with is myself. Okay? Because there's days I have no motivation. There's days I'm all fired up. There's days I'm pissed off. It's an emotional thing when you reach a certain point. I mean, I practice, and I have to practice more now than I usually do, but because of all the stuff that I've been doing, I have very little time to practice. So that's very precious to me. Any questions on the Radamacue, Dennis? Any questions on the Paradiddle Tree? Guys, anything? Take 5, Mike Clark. No? Once in a while I'll fool around and play out of the box. So on and so forth. What happened here? You guys have mallets? Let's fool around a little bit. Just a little fun. Playing out of the box, no time, just out zoning out. I don't know what kind they are. They're just mallets. I went, I go to the music store, look at the mallets. Hey, these are nice. I'm going to buy them. They're what is it? The American Customs General or whatever by Vic Firth, and they're nice. I fool around with them when I get a little bored of doing what I'm doing. Any questions with the 5/4, guys? Good, Jim. Glad to have you, Mallets. Yeah, they're timpani mallets. You can use any kind of, there's all different types of timpani mallets. I mean, timpani mallets. You say, you have any timpani mallets? And they open up a door and you see a whole wall full of different timpani mallets. It's just a mallet. I gave you the model number. It was from Vic Firth. Okay? Any questions on the Joe Morello Take 5, his ostinato, Mike Clark's book? Oh yeah, Jim, Stacy and Seth are all set for the dates. They're sending me a deposit, so I'm looking for yours now. Okay, Jimmy? Any questions? Any problems? Go see the police officer up the corner. No, just kidding, guys. They're just a lot of fun to have. You can play with mallets. You could just, you want to be creative. You want to see where that goes with the mallets. And just have fun. I'm playing out of the box. There's no doom going on. It's just the sound I hear takes me to another sound I want to get. That's all. I'm not trying to make a statement or anything. I don't know. There's all kinds. I mean, I just picked these up. I don't know, Dennis. Hit with Jimmy. What kind of mallets you have? Show us your mallets. Hurry up. You want mallets? They're just a lot of fun. I mean, I use them if I'm playing a gig, man, and it's towards an end of a song or it's part of a song where somebody's singing a ballad, and the whole band you're doing a crescendo or whatever. Yeah, they are felt. They are definitely felt mallets. I had a pair of wool mallets, as a matter of fact. But these are definitely, I knew I should have did this. These are definitely felt. No, these are not cotton heads. These are felt. I really don't know, to be honest with you. I just, like I said, I saw them, they felt good, and I bought them. I could do a little bit of a background on them and get back to you on it. But they do sound nice, I believe. Jimmy, what kind of mallets do you have? We're talking about cotton, felt. Okay, there you go. That was quick. Thank you, Jimmy. Okay, so, any questions? I need some lunch. Jimmy, you taking me to lunch? Robert, any questions? Seth, any questions? Stacy, Paul, Dennis, Jim, whoever else is watching? Knocky knock. Any questions before I sew it up? Okay, I'll be back tonight, 7 p.m. Do a little bit of review. You're right, the T2 mallets are felt. You play mallets? No questions, no questions. All right, we're all set now. All right, Jimmy, don't forget, you have my address. You could give me a deposit for you and John. It's half. Okay? I'm going to sign off, and we'll see everybody 7 p.m.